Take 283. Action. I'm here to tell you about these calendars, right? Every time I've tried recording this, I get a little bit too ranty. So I'm trying to, like, not do that. And what I mean by these calendars is, like, you know, I was going through my Bronzium cards on my new free-to-play account that I'm doing for a video series, right, to show proof of concept of my guide. But I came out of my Bronzium packs and I saw this box of crystals calendar. And it's $10 worth of crystals, but you get a little extra. You get 10% more crystals. And it is infuriating, okay? If I wanted someone to spit in my mouth, I'd go pay someone in real life. Okay? Look at this. So for $10 and over a 30-day period, I get 10% of 134, or 1340 is 134, so 135 I assume. So I don't think they're going to be cutting me out of that one crystal, right? That's my reward for waiting, for waiting 30 whole days, right? 135 crystals. That's like 5 or 4 crystals a day. That's terrible. Awful, 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 right? And this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't like any of the calendar CG has put out, which is a lie, and I'll show you why it's a lie in a second. This calendar's awful. I hate it. It's similar to an $80 character pack, but once again, over 31 days. So instead of getting the 80 shards, I get 75. And instead of getting enough gear, material mats, money, and all that to move them directly up to, what is 80? 4 stars. Gear, I think 6 is normally where it lands at. Instead, we get a mishmash of pieces, ideally hoping that we would have the other pieces to fill out the rest of his gear to get him up to what looks to be gear 7 or gear 8. So that's like my reward once again for going 31 days. It's just a little bit more. And I think what they're missing with this is that 2,800 crystals nets me way more than what this calendar offers me. So I'm missing out on a ton of value, because instead of this, I could just buy crystals and then direct farm whatever I want. I no longer have to be shoehorned into Piet, but if I want Piet, right, I can farm them. And also get that Poe Dameron guy. He's on the same node. He's also accelerated. So I really hate this pack. But even if he was on his own node, right, I get whatever he is. I get the 3 or 4 gear pieces he's on for being on a hard node. You know, all those good pieces that I could be grabbing from 2,800 crystals worth. You know, so that frustrates me on the value of this kind of calendar. And on top of that, right, we have had good calendars, right? I told you they haven't made any, and then I told you immediately it was a lie. So first off, we have the GOAT, the Olden Days calendar, right? 2,200 crystals for $11 is what this went for. The pinnacle of value. Right? If you look at, right, I said 2,200 crystals. We come back in, what was it? 1,340 is what you get for $10. Yeah, 1,340. So almost double. It's like 80% more is what you got for that calendar. Right? That's ridiculous value. That's what's going to hook people into buying over and over and over again, right? Because the amount of value that comes out of that pack is bonkers, bananas, right? We need something similar to that. And like I said a second ago, we also have this calendar, right? I told you there's 2 other calendars. I lied. It was for dramatic effect, right? This is an amazing calendar. I'd pay $10 for this calendar. I would. Wholeheartedly. For 84 shards of whatever character sits in here, another $5 worth of crystals. So realistically, I'm paying $5 for 80 shards, a couple Zeta mats, and whatever else they throw in here, right? They could make this a little more enticing for $10. They could take out the training droids and put in like a couple stun guns or Mark III holo projectors, or, you know, a little Chirotech or something. Just a little something to spice it up. They don't have to give me full pieces, but training droids are worthless, right? So they could make it a little more appealing. I'd love to see more of these, right? And while I'm complaining, right, like I said, I haven't seen a single calendar that I've wanted to buy. Right? All of the free calendars are sick. You know, the one that gave out B-28 Extinction Bomber in, what, December? That was a sick calendar. Really good looking calendar. But nothing has matched that as a purchasable thing. Just nothing. So I wanted to give a couple suggestions. I want to spread this out. Hopefully this gets in front of somebody at CG. And they really think about it and mull it over, right? This Box of Crystals calendar should be like at least 30%, right? For me waiting 30 days, I shouldn't get beaten out by an immediate purchase pack. And you're like, but he doesn't. You don't. It's 135 more. Right, you guys forget that this is a limited time offer. And the other limited time offer for $10 is 25% more than normal. Right, so not only am I getting grifted for 15% of my crystals that I could out of the immediate pack, right? The immediate pack. That's the other thing I was going to say, right? The continuation. Instead of waiting 30 days, immediately I get 25% more crystals on my $10 pack. So this should be beating those packs. Hands down. Not even a question, not an argument, nothing. Should be beating those packs. Okay? These character calendars, they need to be nicer in one way or another. If you're going to make it $20, don't give me any of this hodgepodge garbage. Don't give me any of this stupid ship material. Whoever did this is a rat, okay? Go get you cheese. All right, don't give me any of this. Slide some crystals in here somewhere if you're going to make it 20 bucks. Where are the Omega Mats at? Hello, Piet's got one of the best Zetas in the game. Where are those materials? Right? Spice this up a little bit, or keep this pack the same, cut it in half, 10 bucks. Give me some sick value on an accelerated farm character who's been out forever now. You got to. You know, there's no way I'm going to do that. Don't even get me started on this. Don't. Just, these need to be worth something as well. I can't. Oh, these are horrible, awful. Slicing is already a gamble. You better make the pieces I gamble with cheaper. Right? So, how can we make sick calendars? First suggestion. You already have sick calendars in your login calendars. Let me purchase a login calendar the month afterwards. That'd be fantastic, right? You finish your January login calendar. You get your February one. You go, man, I really like the character they gave me from January. Let me buy it for 10 bucks and sit it right down here. Because then that gives me another, what, $5 worth of crystals, which we love. A couple Zeta mats, which we love. An Omega material, which we love. Okay? And another, what is it, 84 crystals. 84 shards of the character. 168. That's more than halfway to the character being 7 stars. Like marginally more. Like 3 shards more. But I digress. Halfway to a character being 7 stars is big. Even if it's an accelerated farm character. So that'd be a fantastic calendar. I'd love to see that. 2. Where the heck are my energy calendars at, yo? Give me like, I don't know, $10 energy calendars, maybe? Figure out how much energy you're willing to give us that's worth it in crystals, okay? It better beat $50 or 50 crystal refreshes every day. Right? And I think that's what's scaring them, right? Is the value that you get from just doing 50s on any of these is really hard to beat. But that's like the price of convenience, right? You gotta give me something. They've got to beat it in some way, otherwise I'm not going to be incentivized to go and get it. Any other calendars that I was thinking of? Ooh, the big one, real quick, okay? Where are my Journey Guide characters? Journey Guide calendars, right? Look at all these. You could have like a beginning, like a calendar for each tier, or for like specific big name characters, like a Mandalorian one, because that was like the big one, or the big show that released and got a ton of people into it, right? CLS, because who doesn't know Luke? Okay, who doesn't know Luke? You could have super beginner ones for like Rebels and Jedi. Why not? You know. Or Empire, I guess, because R2-D2's here. He should really just be a tier 1 character up here, but you know how it is. You could have end game calendars, right? Imagine you unlock Malik and then it gives you an offer of like, yeah, here's a $20 calendar that has 85 Malik shards. Or 85 gas shards for that matter, because they're both basically doing the same thing, you know? Get you a 30 days, 6-star. You're still farming your other 100 shards. Maybe after 30 days you have them 7-star. And it gives you core gear pieces that you need for them. Walls that they have. They got Chirotech, it gives you a little bit of that maybe. A couple crystals because it's a $20 pack, who knows? I think these would be big sellers. I'd love to see packs like this in the game. Maybe Old Republic packs. I don't know, man. Something along with this. The Journey Guide is a fantastic resource, and it already has hidden packs in it. I'd love to see calendars, like static calendars that sit there. You know, give us some. Gotta give us something cool. I think that's it, though. I think that's the only like big criticisms that I can offer up advice to. Man, that was a hard sentence to really articulate. Because I want calendars to be in this game, and I want them to be worth my time and investment. And they're just not right now. So yeah, share if you got any cool calendar ideas, please, and spread this around. Get it in front of someone at CG's eyes. I want to spend money on them, and I want new players to stick around. But these calendars aren't helping. Later, y'all.